Okay, welcome. Let's see your sides.
Burham.
Look at the camera.
Burham.
And turn to the side.
Burham.
Sorry, why do you keep saying Paul? Did you read the script?
Ma'am, this isn't Vogue behind bars.
No, I didn't. I thought it was a modeling casting.
Alright, so I'm filming in my car, so don't mind me. Working. Anyway, so we're gonna go with the sports. We're gonna start with tennis news right now. I hope no one sees me. Like, yo, I have this anxiety of people gonna see me, but let's hurry up. The draw, as I'm recording this on the 11th of July, so the draw for the semi-finals and for the final for the women. So we have the final for the women, which is just gonna be Samsonova versus Igor Swiatek and Amanda. Though it will be set tomorrow, which will be the 12th of July. So let's hope that goes quite well for who I'm rooting for. And then the semi-finals that I played today on the 11th of July is Yannick Sinner. For the sinners, we need to go for the sinners all the way. We're going to be praying. The sinners should be praying right now. Versus Djokovic and Fritz versus Akar. So the two matches that we're playing on Friday for the men's semi-finals. And that final will be played on Sunday. Let's hope for the best. We are praying for the sinners here. And then amongst the 2 weeks during Wimbledon, this is Wimbledon, by the way, the past 2 weeks of the tournament, a majority of the seeded players were sacked in the first week of Wimbledon, like a lot of them. Zverev left in the first round, Coco left in the first round as well. So a lot of our top seeds in both men and the women's draw were gone within the first week. This is the list of the seeds that have fallen in the first round. Amongst them, Algo Rune, he had an injury and said 9 out of 10 he would have beaten his opponent if he was not injured, apparently, whatever that means, right? And then Berrettini also left, Pegula also left, Quinn, Badoza, Mukova, and Osaka made it to the second round. Anyway, so in all that, Mr. Zverev told the media that he hasn't been happy for quite some time this year, so he might consider therapy for the first time in his life because what's going on with him, so he needs some therapy. In that same instance, the following day, if I'm assuming, his brother came out. I'm just highlighting some of the quotes that Mr. Zverev has said on the media that day when he was gone from the first time in the first round. His brother also came out. I don't know if I have that, but I'll show it if I do. His brother came out that same day or the following day when he was interviewed, I think in his homeland or home country, where he was like, "Hey, Mina, I've seen my brother. I just met him. I just was with him not so long ago, and he seemed fine." He didn't say anything about his so-called needing of therapy and stuff. There's a lot of people who are more struggling than him. I took offense to a lot of I think you can be rich and famous and white and male and travel the world and be a superstar, but you can also have your own downfalls and problems and stuff. But he didn't handle it with much grace. But I didn't read the whole article and what he truly said, but I do disagree with that. Even if I don't like this man, I really don't like this man, but I think you should also show some grace to someone who is genuinely maybe is struggling emotionally and mentally, because it does take a toll being a tennis player or a sports person in general. We have to travel from left to right all the time, so that also can pay emotional and mental impact on you as well. So whatever faulty spot, go to therapy, don't go to therapy, really don't care, but wish him all the best. Anyway, that's the Zverev side of it all. Also before that tournament, before the Wimbledon tournament, Iga did mention,
"Oh my gosh, we play so many tournaments. Like, if we to keep up with our rankings, we also need to play X amount of tournaments. And people will not lose love for tennis if we decrease the amount of tournaments and more people."
Yeah, but there are a lot of players in the circuit, 500, 1,000, and not a lot of them make the kind of money that you make, and not only the top 100, let alone the top 10. And I found her comments kind of selfish and self-entitled a little bit, because tennis is very expensive. you pay for your own way, and you have to play as many tournaments as you can just to get by in this sport, I'm assuming. So for her to say, no, let's decrease the amount of tournaments around the world, people will still watch the sport even if we have less tournaments. Yeah, it's not about that. It's also about the money and the love for the sport. Pick and choose the tournaments that you want to play, girl. You know, like a lot of players do, like the Sinners, the Alcaraz, the Djokovic, they choose the tournaments they play. So yeah, she also mentioned it. Yeah, I think that's mostly about the tennis sports stuff. Oh yeah, and then during this week, I think it was the quarterfinals, Sinner was playing Dimitrov, and unfortunately Dimitrov suffered an injury. Wait, let's see if I'm gonna get that. Suffered an injury during that match where he tore his pec, but I think the following day it was mentioned that he's going to be just out for a month. It wasn't that severe of an injury for him to not continue playing throughout the rest of the season. And Sinner hurt his elbow during that match as well. He received tension during the match, and he cancelled his practice the next day just on precaution. Then he played Ben Shelton and he won that in straight sets. So not much trouble for him in that match, but he is playing Djokovic today, so let's hope for the best and let's hope that he wins that. So yeah, we wish him a speedy recovery, Mr. Grigor. Samsonova beat the world number one Sabalenka. Yay. Yay. She beat her to reach that final, which was fantastic for me to see. She was making a lot of noise. Wow. We're gonna go to rugby news. The previous weekend I couldn't do a video because, surprise, I was at the match, the first match of the season for the Springboks, which was the Springboks versus Italy. Very fun. I enjoyed myself right there. You know, we have to do it. We have to do it. So yeah, these are the upcoming matches for this weekend. And along with the same, the South African women's will be playing the second round of against Canada at 1 o'clock in the same stadium as the South African round 2 for Italy and New Zealand and France. These were the results from last week's first match. So yeah, also a close one for New Zealand against France, and France was not apparently the biggest team, like the number one team, whatever, but they came close. So yeah, New Zealand needs to pick up their spots there. Okay, yeah, and the squad for the Springboks, I'll put it up. That's coming up. The squad for the Springboks is as follows, and Villa will be getting his 100th cap against Italy for the Springboks. So much for him. Hey, he enters the 100th cap camp. Yeah, he made 11 changes from last week's match. So let's see how that goes. Hey, and now we go to the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup final is set on Sunday, the 13th of July. Chelsea FC versus Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, so that's the final. Did I need to say more about this tournament? No more. We go to cricket news. South Africa won their first test against Zimbabwe. Was 418 declared. And then, they won it by 328 runs. That was the first one on the 28th of June. And then the 6th of June, they started on the 6th of June. They also won that one by quite a lot. They won it by quite a lot. Where is it? Yeah, they won it by a lot. Where is it? Yeah, they won it by 600. The first runs they posted, the first innings was 626, 5 declared. And then they gave Zimbabwe a follow on. The first round were 170 and the second innings runs were 220. So they won it by an innings and 236 runs, with Mulder hitting a 367 not outs, which was fantastic for him. He broke a lot of records in that match. He broke one of the highest runs for a South African, which was Ashimamla in 2012 with 311. He got 367, and he was asked about would he have liked to go for that record of 400 and beat Laura. And I don't know, I think he felt pressure. He didn't want to be selfish. I'm not sure, but I think sometimes you should be selfish. You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes you should be selfish, but yeah, they did a lot with that. 365 is a lot, 270. So South Africans only batted once. There were, I think, 3 half centuries in that, and he was asked, but Lara told me he should have gone for the record, and I think he would have gotten it. He was 30 short of Lara's world record of 400 runs in an innings, which was fantastic, but they declared at lunch, so he couldn't. Yeah, but there's a lot. He said when things have settled a bit, I chatted a bit to Brian. He told me I'm creating my own legacy and I should have gone for it. Yeah, there were moments of it would have been selfish, would have been non-selfish if he went on and on until he got his 400. I think he would have. In my personal opinion, I think it was up to him, but he was the captain, so declaring in a series, it comes from the captain. So yeah, they decided to declare after lunch, and yeah, I don't think he'll ever get back to that, but at least he has his 367 not out, which was great for him. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. And the cricket that is happening right now is England versus India, the second test, day 1. England decided to bat first, I think, or they're just batting first. They're 251 for 4 right now. Root is on the brink. I think it was Root on the brink of test century. And now we go to the women. The women's AFCON is underway, y'all. Please be watching the WAFCON, the women's AFCON, the African Cup of Nations for the women's. Please let's watch. Okay, we are watching. These are the match schedules. Started, I think, on the 7th. So these are the match. It's kind of upside down, and I don't know why they posted it upside down. Like, really. So these are the matches. We're looking out for the South Africans. The South Africa won their first match 2-0. So yes. So these are the knockouts, and this will be the knockout stages, and when the final will be played. So let's turn on our viewership for the women. Please, everybody, let's watch some women's sports, as well as the Euros are also going. They're on the way as well. I think they started at the same time, if not last week. So yeah, let's watch the women's as well. These are how to watch, where you can watch it in ITV or ITV4 on UK streams and other. I'm not sure about other countries. Do we have it here? I think we do. Yeah, so it started on the 2nd of July. So these are the fixtures for the Euros and the teams and the groups, sports, quarterfinal fixtures will be played, semi-final fixtures, and the finale. So the finale will be played on the 27th of July. Yeah, so let's support women, please. Let's go support women's sports. And then we go to, also want to mention the football part, where that Diego Costa's funeral passing last week, and I think in Paris it was a car accident along with his brother, I think also one of his friends. May he so rest in peace. So yeah, he was an active Liverpool player. He just won the Premier League with his team last season, and he recently got married to his long-time partner. They have 3 children, so we're praying for them and hoping they come out all right. And then they had his funeral last week Saturday, with a lot of his former and current teammates supporting him, so, and helping his family as well. So that was also good. And then wishing him and the family and everyone involved with his life and all the best in his grieving process. Musa led the grieving for the Liverpool players pre-season training after his passing. So yeah, it's a lot. People, he touched a lot of people. Captain Vigo, why do I say Virgil? Virgil. Sometimes it says Virgin. Vigo was also part of it. He held the bouquet of 25 anonymous. So they continue to mourn. So yeah, man, sad moments for the Liverpool side, but yeah, all is well. Hopefully everything comes out all right and they do what they can in his memory. Sabalenka, as she lost her match, Malbani, which was yesterday on Thursday, she didn't like, apparently she didn't like what Amanda did with her behavior during her victory, where she was like, where's that quote? She was like, I was trying to chase the ball. I was trying to chase the ball, and she was already celebrating it. I mean, that's a bit too much too early. And then she pissed me off, saying, "Oh, that's what she does all the time," Sabalenka said. So she always has something to say negatively when she loses a match. She thinks that she will win, basically. You know what I mean? Like, she needs to get a bad attitude sometimes. Like, girl, I like you a lot. I think you're fabulous, but sometimes, dude, hey. But she was like, I was grateful that she actually said that, because it actually helped me keep fine. I'm like, okay, now I'm going to show you the tennis. When a girl, get it going. But anyway, oh yeah, I think that's when she broke to 5-all in the second set. While Emma was serving for the match, she looked at her like. I just looked at her, and I mean, for sure she didn't hear me. I was like, you don't want to say sorry? I guess. Then she wanted to say, I guess badly to win this match. Whatever that means. Yeah, this is the quote. Let me highlight it. This is the quote right here. I don't want to calm Sabalenka. Whatever. So yeah, ironically, Sabalenka came rant after she had a post French Open. Yeah, so she's not coming off good in this one, I think. Also, she just needs to shut up. Shut up. Mature. Find some maturity. Despite her percentage of newfound maturity, could not help aiming passing shot at assembly. Haha, you didn't get anything. Hey, magalong tumazan. Hey, nay. She just needs to shut up sometimes. But yeah, that's mostly the sports roundup a little bit there. I'm rushing because I'm at Novak, and this man is right in front of me, and I don't want him to see me talking to myself in the car. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video and listening to me talk fast a little bit of sports headlines and tennis, mostly, because this is mostly tennis news, if I'm being honest, more than anything. But yeah, thank you so much, and let's hope for as sinners, please, let's pray. We are praying today so Sinner can get the win against Djokovic here, okay? Yeah, so we are praying. Get the sinners, go on your knees and pray. We are praying for our carrot king over here, okay? We are praying for our carrot king. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Sports lovers, lover of sports, let's love together. I don't know if that's gonna be the slogan, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully.